Nights Like This One. Written by Avichu. Read by Arashi. What's this now? A light-hearted laugh escaped the Supreme Leader when Shuichi suddenly wrapped his arms around him. It was just the two of them left by the campfire, the evening illuminated by the stars and the sea displayed in front of them. Nothing, it's just cold, Shuichi almost whispered with the soft way he replied, pulling himself closer to Kokichi's shoulder to feel his warmth. With this, the Supreme Leader raised a brow. It's not that cold, Kokichi pointed out upon his tight embrace, but his arms made it around Shuichi as well. You're just clingy. Did Shumai finally fall in love with me? The detective narrowed his eyes, sensing the smirk that reached Kokichi's face. You already knew that. Really? He laughed, resting his head on Shuichi's chest. If Sayhara-chan did this more often, maybe I wouldn't forget. It's embarrassing, Shuichi mumbled, brushing Kokichi's fingers aside so he could kiss his forehead. I just don't like doing this in front of everyone. Kokichi chuckled again, a grin on his face. I wonder if you fantasize about this all the time, the other teased, to which Shuichi responded with a flushed expression. Because I do, but that could be a lie. The cicadas nearby chirped in the still night, the sound becoming more prominent when the taller boy didn't say anything back. Is something bothering my beloved? I wonder what it is. Nothing's bothering me, Shuichi lied, but he already knew Kokichi would be able to tell. Is it the fact that I'm still alive? The Supreme Leader inferred, letting out a small nishishi, which often escaped him. Sayhara-chan shouldn't worry. Even outside of this virtual world, I'm still here. Tears gathered in Shuichi's eyes as he squeezed the other. I'm not dead, he repeated, pinching the detective's cheek so he could feel it for himself. See, I didn't actually die. The killing game was all a virtual reality, like this one. With a sad, slight smile, he took a moment to look at Kokichi's pretty face. He missed the way his eyes twinkled, missed the way his soft lips moved whenever he spoke. It made him remember how much he always wanted to kiss them. Why did you do it then? When a moment passed, Shuichi spoke again. Did what? Kokichi inquired, tilting his head curiously. Sacrifice yourself. For everyone. Imitating the way Shuichi narrowed his eyes earlier, Kokichi shook his head. Sayhara-chan's giving me too much credit. I'm not that selfless. But I only did it because killing is boring, he refuted, a blank expression on his face. He had always hated murder. The fact that Monokuma made them kill each other made his blood boil every time. And, he added, his voice softer than previous, I wanted you to live. The two looked at each other for a brief second, the beach silent as a smile reached Kokichi's face. I've always loved you, you know. I still do. With a bittersweet smile, Shuichi squeezed him again. You've told me that before. And what? Get rejected? Kokichi puffed out his cheeks. You had Akamatsu-san. Everyone knew how much you loved each other. You're the only one I loved, he said simply. Kokichi laughed. Is that so? That's cold. Before the detective could reply, Kokichi spoke again. But you know I hate liars, Sayhara-chan. So, if you're saying this so I can feel better, I'll be upset. It's not a lie. He caressed the leader's hair softly. I nearly lost myself when you died. I almost wanted to follow after you. Kokichi scowled, but soon changed his expression to something more chipper. Sayhara-chan is so dramatic, he joked, but he held Shuichi's hands nonetheless. But I believe you. Leaning closer to Shuichi's warmth, he smiled. I won't leave you again, Sayhara-chan. I love you, and I always will.